Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Please reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we're discussing a fresh 2022 release that's now available pre-owned. This is the Oris ProPilot X Calibre 400. So it's 39 millimeters in diameter and grade 2 titanium. It's 12.1 millimeters thick. And from end link to end link, the total distance across the wrist is 49.5 millimeters and has a bit of an in-between 19.5 millimeter lug spacing. This is part of the modern movement towards integrated bracelet sports watches, but unlike many in the genre, this is not a Nautilus or Royal Oak ripoff. It's very much its own thing. It's the same case and bracelet design as on the 2019 Oris ProPilot X. That big crown ProPilot X, a much larger watch than this one. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, and you can see this watch wears well. It's flat enough to fit underneath the cuff, and there's really no challenge there. And even though it's fairly broad from link to link across the wrist, because it is so light, I'm going to recommend you try it on a wrist as small as 13.5 centimeters circumference. Provided your wrist is more oval than round, I think that's going to work. The bracelet is nicely made. As you can see, there's a lot of detail, and the closer you get, the more you see. There's a slash cut profile to the flanking links. We have large center links. You can see they have faceting in between their profiles. So see that interior faceting? You can see it also on the smaller flanking links. And then all the removable links, impressively for this price point, are fixed in place by screws and not pin sleeves. So you can see there are many removable links here, making it relatively easy to size this watch when it is on the wrist. The timepiece also featuring a lift lock system. This could very easily have been the cheap type of clamshell you often see on, for example, Breitling watches, but instead we get a system that includes a lift lock latch. So it's a very secure mechanism until you lift and unlock, and that is how that works. Now, taking a quick look at the case itself, you can see it's an angular tonneau form. There are some well-defined lugs, but for the most part, it's designed to read visually as a monoblock. The lugs aren't broken out from the case flank. It's all of one plane and profile. You can see that it has a turbine-like slash-cut knurling to the bezel, and that the same treatment is lavished on the outer face of the crown. Take a close look. You can see everything here is satinated. It's a muted, low-glare look. We have a large crown with small shear guards, and you can see that it features a faceting outboard, but then it has a little bit of a bevel with that turbine-like slash cut, giving way to an outer face that is satinated. We also have an inner bezel inboard of the knurling, and you can see that features a satin finish. The crown is a screw-down crown. The watch is 100 meters water resistant. This dial is described as gray, and gray it is. You can also see that it has a media blasted finish that is matte, handsome, and low glare. Here we have brushed hands, again for low glare. Take note, the watch technically has luminova, the black variety of luminova, but it is essentially an unlumed watch because black luminova is basically there to look cool when the lights are on. Now, the watch features a number of subsidiary setting modes. Screw out that crown, pull out that crown. We have hacking seconds. Let's see if we're in the date change danger zone here. No, we're not. So I can demonstrate that the watch also includes a quick set for the date. Now, the timepiece includes the impressive Calibre 400, and as you can see, the dial gives away the game. 5-day automatic winding power reserve. This debuted last year initially, or I should say not last year anymore. This debuted 2 years previously on the Oris Aquis 43.5, and at the time some folks wondered, would it fit in a smaller case? Here now we have definitive proof that yes, the Calibre 400 will fit in a smaller case. Let's take a look at it. It is a 2-barrel automatic winding 5-day power reserve movement with a service interval of 10 years according to Oris and a 10-year warranty. So you get a lot for your money with this movement. Now it beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour, which is impressive because a lot of long power reserve movements use a slower beat rate to eke out longer power reserve. Not here, it's a 4 hertz beat rate. 21 joules, 5 position adjusted, guaranteed to run no worse than -3 plus 5 seconds per day. That's actually better than chronometer spec. It features an unlubricated anti-magnetic silicon escapement, and the movement is able to withstand temporary exposure to magnetic fields as intense as 2,250 Gauss. Remember, a mil-Gauss is 1,000 Gauss. This is able to withstand 2,250 and still keep good time. Of course, it has the hacking seconds and the quick set date, and it has twin mainspring barrels, which I appreciate because not only does that give it a long power reserve of 5 days, but the twin barrels ensure that it doesn't run too fast when fully wound, nor does it run really slow when largely discharged. There are some pitfalls to a long power reserve single large mainspring barrel watch, and this watch avoids all of that with quality, and it is an Oris exclusive movement. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.